Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to MotoGP 18, and welcome to COTA in Austin, Texas. This is round 3, 9-lap race. We're picking it up on lap 7 of 9, and we are P6, I want to say. P6, P7. So we did development programs. They went not as well as they have been going. I wouldn't say I struggled with the bike. Maybe I struggled with the track. I don't know. And then we qualified P7, which was disappointing, but also reassuring. It's telling me that I'm getting the AI about where I want it, because based on my skill level and how I have the bike configured, as far as development programs, I feel like P7 is about where we ought to be. P1 is better, obviously, it's nicer, it's easier to start a race that way, but it'll do, you know, P7 will do. We lost a few positions right off the start. Ended up back in about P9, and then just gradually, one at a time, we started kind of chipping away at them, and we got up to P6. And, you know, it's a funny sim. It's a sim. I would say it's mostly a sim. It's got a little bit of an arcade game quality to it, but it's mostly a sim. And I try to play it like a sim. I try to play it realistically. So it separated the way it does. We had like 1 through 5 up in front of us, and then we had 7 and the rest of the pain train sort of behind us, and we were sort of gapped up in the middle, trying to bridge up to those front runners, and we did. I thought we had made pretty good progress, and we were, the way that this was coming together, it was looking like if I could just get one of these fools per lap. And you know what? Let's see it from a different camera, because this is crazy what just happened here. So let me find a different camera, and it's this one. Yeah, let's try this one. So this gangster gets in front of me, and then no, the tank cam, I could really do without the tank cam. If there was an option to like permanently make that go away, I could really do without the tank cam. How about this? Yeah, this works. So this guy tries to cut under. I mean, I would say he doesn't really have the line. He kind of comes across the curbing there. But then we lost a couple positions, and I feel like we damaged the bike. It was, I have to say, not super cool. And I think, is this back to our TV coverage? Yeah, there we go. So we lost a few. We ended up back in P9, and now I'm once again trying to claw these positions back and get back to P6. But that was kind of kooky what happened there. And I have penalties turned on max, right? So for me, if I cut a curb, you know, if I brush a curb a little too tight, it dings me, and I have it set for drive-through penalty, stop and go penalty. But if I really ding it, like, they'll black flag me. So I was a little curious about that. I mean, and I guess it played out in almost real time. So they couldn't, you know what I mean? Like, that's the sort of thing that the stewards would look at it after the race and say, you know, he cut the curb, and that caused me to lose positions and whatever. But, you know, it's an arcade game. It's a video game. Who cares? But that set me back a little bit. So oh, sorry, buddy. We're trying to claw our way back here, and again, I do have penalties turned on max. So, you know, that contact right there, I figure the game allows it. I'm just going to go with it, but I'm like riding off my tits right here, trying to make positions up. I'm sliding the bike all around. We did start on soft tires on a 9-lap race, which is, you know, they're getting a little worn by the end of 9 laps, but they'll do, but not when you slide the bike around like that. So just scratching and clawing, trying to get back to a good position, and a little bit frustrated because I thought where we were in P6 with 2 laps to go, the way we'd been picking fools off, that it was possible we would see a podium. And after that kerfuffle, there was just no way. So I'm feeling like I'm really able to scrap a lot better since sorry, buddy. I feel like I'm able to scrap a lot better since I started manually setting up the bike, which is crazy to me because, you know, I use apps to set up cars in race sims. Like, that's how sophisticated the setup is in these games. is, for me anyway, I have to use a diagnostic tool to like get everything going. But what do I know from like race bike setup? Come on, man, that's voodoo to me. But somehow it's working. Somehow it's working. So I was able to jack the AI, and I'm able to get in on the curbs a little bit more precisely and carve a little bit more and feel like I'm accurately racing. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not 100%, but I feel like I'm getting in there. I feel like I'm at least representing. You know what I'm saying? Going down that hill into turn 2, there's always a massive wheelie. And I was tempted to, because we should have some development points after this race, I was tempted to, I love this little section right here. Just carving. Love it. Bobble. But you know what? It's in there. And it wasn't in there before, so I feel like setup is where it's at. As always. And practice laps. Just turning a lot of laps, a lot of chair time. Yeah, sliding the bike around like that, that's no good, man. That's no good. As for the tires, I mean, I'm just like tearing up the tires, but only one lap to go. What are you gonna do? So yeah, man, still loving the sim, still enjoying it, still hoping and thinking I'm getting better at it. Maybe, I don't know. You know, and it's weird because it's not static. Like the bike is improving as we're doing the Devo programs, and our rider's improving slowly, but we're increasing our skill level. And so it's difficult to look at it like, well, is it me getting better? Is it the bike getting better? Is it the rider getting better? Is it the AI patching? You know, there's a lot of moving pieces, but I know I'm digging it, and I know I'm feeling like I'm more competitive in a realistic way. And I believe this is lap 9, so I believe this is going to be the end of our race. And we'll go to the leaderboard and see how we did, or I guess it's not the leaderboard after the race is over. GC, the results. We'll check that out. We'll see how we did. We'll see how we're doing in the point standings for the season, and we'll see whether or not we're at risk of being fired, and then we'll go in and do a Devo program and continue to work on the bike a little bit. So yeah, I want to say this is our finish. And I'm going to hop out of this before it jumps and restarts again. I hate when it does that. Boom. P6. And, I mean, 9 seconds back, a 9-lap race. I feel like had we not had that incident, I feel like we might have had a podium. So, Banya up front, Baldassari, Marquez, Marcel Schroeder is a new name. Haven't seen him yet. And Xavi Vierge. I want to say maybe I have seen that name before, but I'm learning all the new names for Moto 2. Well, they're not new names. They're new to me. Here we go. How we doing in points? Okay, drop down 1, P3, but our team should still be happy. So let's see how we do there. Okay, we actually bumped up a little bit, so we're at no risk of being fired. That's a nice feeling. And we hit our qualifying objective, and we hit our race objective. Huh. Oh, that's weird. Oh, it says qualifying objective 1. Does that mean pole? Because we weren't on pole. And then race objective 16th, and we finished 6th. Okay. Okay, I'll take it. Let's hop into the Devo programs. We'll tune the bike a bit, and we'll be on our way. I got a new helmet as well. Ah, Pasta Fajul. Nice job, buddy. Good for you. Give me hugs. Have a seat. Tell me all about it. Take your helmet off. I can't hear you. Ah, all right. So then we go here. We go here. Here? And we go here. There we go. Right. That's me. Hey, buddy. We've got 12,000 Devo points. You know, as expensive as these are, we really can't do a ton. Let's do, let's work on suspension. Yeah, let's do hydraulics. Nah. No, let's not. Let's go to frame. We'll do stiffness. Boom. And that leaves us with 4,700. That's not enough to do anything. So we'll save that for next week. Folks, thanks for stopping back to check out The Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of MotoGP 18 from COTA in Texas. And we'll see you next time. Take care now.